Hey guys, it's Laura Kate. Hey, I was just looking at counterbalance this morning, and it was really interesting when I was kind of like, I probably could decipher this word without looking it up, but the first thing that came up was counseling. And it was counterbalance counseling. It's a specialty counseling that they have in I was gonna say nations, but it was listed here in the U.S. and it was a few different cities that they have this certain type of counseling. So this is the first time I've actually heard of it. But it was interesting because I went to the trauma section, and I know that I've experienced great trauma with the past 4 years of definitely being targeted and being basically the terrorism that I faced and reported, and I have the evidences of that and documentation. So anyway, it is literally been very scary, and I have lots of stories and like that. But it was really interesting to read their trauma section on this counterbalance. And what they actually went to, they have a lot of research, and the research that they pulled was from World War II, and it was from the soldiers who fought in there, and that was the trauma that they actually used to do their study and to actually bring the education for the amount of trauma that people have been through. They considered it the evidence of World War II, that they could actually work with their counterbalance strategies. And so I thought that was really interesting. I definitely have experienced war on American soil. I have, again, all the evidence. Now, I find it fraud that I saw my sister out here driving around me. I saw my cousin out here driving around me. I've seen money laundering around me. I've seen my product in film. I've seen myself in different marketing avenues. So people are actually using my personality, my story, and getting it out there in the media more. That brings more backlash to me. It brings more trauma to me. It brings more basically insult onto me by people falsely using my persona and spreading it throughout the country and the world. You guys, if I had the rights to that, I could have private security. If I had the rights to that, I could live in the mansion where I should be. If I had the rights to that, I could have a cook at my house so that I could have this life that flows. This is absolutely bullshit what people are doing to me, and they do it on purpose because it's new world order that's come in, and they want to basically shut me down so that I'm not a player, because I'm a strong player with my knowledge. And I just want to say the fraud that's been out there, I literally saw my sister's pastors I kid you not, driving in an SUV, looking like shit assholes out here. I have to tell you that that's the correct word. The look on Pastor Carrie's face, and I don't like this woman. She's extremely controlling. I would have to use the word fraud. I would have to use the word embarrassment to her community. Most of the community complains about this church because it's a cult. Literally, it's one of those things where there's people that go to the church, and the other half of the community complains about it and is like, these people are psycho. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen any town like that complain about a church like they do. They're all about ego. They're all about people that they control. I've seen my sister, Suzanne Fitzgerald, who used to be Suzanne Williams when she got married, bow down to these pastors. I kid you not. This is not the spirit of God. They call it being under authority. It's bullshit. They call it being under authority. So Suzanne has to buy them dinners. Suzanne has to go clean their house. Suzanne has to show up for this stuff. It's called abuse. It's called abuse. It's called mental abuse. Anyway, this is Laura Kate the Eagle. Things have gone too far. This has gone too far. This abuse has gone too far. There's too many players. There's people getting paid off. There's money causing these insults. And I've got to say the church is hiding a wolf. And that's the research I found. That's where they've been targeting to make their intrusion. Some of these New World Order players from EDIS and the Illuminati. They're throwing down money in the church and asking for control. I've experienced this. You guys, this is lowercase eagle. This needs to stop today.